How do you feel? Nervous?
Not really. It's a sort of this continuous numbness.
But that's what I'm saying. Do you feel sort of no feeling left in the fingers?
No, really. I'm useless at rising to the emotional moment, you know. I just want to... Is that it? Are they still going on? What I want to check out is if we're still on stage doing our sound check.
We'll bring you across to Wembley to find out how everything's going as we go through.
I think the best time will be when I'm actually on the stage with the Rats for that 15 minutes, and then it'll just...
So you'll have the bonus of performing as well?
Yeah, that's one thing. I wouldn't wish to be anywhere else on the day except right on that stage.
Is there a little thing in your head that keeps saying, calm down, don't panic? Or are you calm by nature?
No, I'm not calm by nature, but there's so many brilliant professionals involved that they sort of take it in hand, and if they say they're going to do something, they get it done. It's frightening, you know. There's
not a little voice in the back of your head that's regretting starting all this. I know that it's a tremendously good cause, but regretting you being up front and carrying
No, I don't mind that. If like, because if you fail, it's not from want of trying. And it's something that you have to try with really everything you've got to do.
Yeah, what can we expect tomorrow?
As you said so eloquently,
steady, Bob.
Pop's greatest day. I think the Australians have just finished with their 12 hours, so it'll be interesting to see how they've done. And I think that it will be wonderful, I think is the right word to use. And I think throughout the day, I think the whole romance of the thing will finally hit home when the Russian bands come in, and you think of some kids in Siberia maybe getting drunk, having a party, watching us all here. Yeah. And in Philadelphia, it's nice.
Well, we can see the stadium from here. It looks suspiciously quiet, Bob. Would you like to see a bit more activity going on there?
Yes, where's the Rats? They're meant to be on stage now.
Well, maybe they're waiting for you.
There are a lot of people out there already queuing up. One thing I must say, please, tomorrow, if you haven't got a ticket, don't go up there. Don't buy anything from anybody outside the grounds. They're thieves and they're creeps. Don't buy anything. You know, bring something to make yourself comfortable. It's 10 hours, relax, it'll be a good day. And please, again, if someone offers you something outside the grounds, T-shirt, books, tickets, don't buy them. Just go home and watch it for free on TV. That's important.
Ah, I can see. You see, is that the familiar face of Janice Long? I see, and the equally familiar face of Francis Rossi on the right. He looks the worse for drink, doesn't he?
No, he was this afternoon. He's sobered up.
Has he sobered up? Well, that's good, yeah. Janice, how's it going?
Things are going really well down here at Wembley. We've just missed, or you've just missed, Adamant sound checking. And before that, the Boomtown Rats were sound checking, of course, without Bob, because he's actually there with you. And one of the problems that they've had this afternoon is that they were making logos to go either side of the stage. And unfortunately, as they were painting them, they stuck to the tarpaulin, which is covering Wembley. So they're trying to sort of scrape them up off the ground at the moment, and hopefully they'll be hanging there tomorrow.
The Irish paint makers.
What are you going to start with?
The first number.
Sorry,
Sorry about that. That was a good one, wasn't it?
It's my own fault, really, for calling you drunk, isn't it? Yeah. So what number are you going to play?
Well, the opening number, Rocking All Over the World. That's why we got thrown at the front and said, good idea, bung them on, you know.
Yeah.
Come in, Tel. Yeah,
well, I think it's a good idea. How much have you raised so far?
Out of what? From the record?
Yeah, well, from the record, what?
From the record, about 8 million quid, and then all the Band-Aid ideas around the world cumulatively is about $60 million. And then from stuff so far with the concert, it costs about $3.5 million to put on.
That's even with everybody giving their services free.
Yes, because we're actually producing the show for the world, so it's like the BBC is doing it for here, but for the rest of the world we have to put it on in Philadelphia, and the cost of that is a lot. And but we've paid for that from sponsorships, so any money that you send in tomorrow, which is the point of the whole thing, will be 100% of it again will get out to Africa. And while you're sitting there, in fact, if you're thinking of going out tonight, don't, and keep the money in your pocket and keep it there in your sweaty little hands until tomorrow when you kick off, and go for it and enjoy yourselves.